There's no place like 3KG on a Sunday night. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Or am I
Go
right?
home. Go
Welcome
Go home.
to our episode 15 of Heroes of Absalom, brought to you by Three Kobolds Gaming, my friends and I here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this, well, for some of us, cold, wintry night.
Yeah, for those unfamiliar, we're all kind of I think five of us are mid-Atlantic, kind of like around that area. That's getting a bunch of snow right now, so we're bundled, we're chilling, we're hanging out.
A lot more.
Some of us have been bundled, okay?
No one cares about your bundles, Gray. No one cares about your north of the country, basically Canada. Bundles,
Some of us have been bundled.
I still refuse to believe that Mountain Time is a real time zone.
I refuse to believe the mountains exist. That's just my personal belief, and you don't have to subscribe to it. But
a couple of announcements.
Coming to the show, everyone.
A couple of announcements before we jump in here. Next week we will not be having a stream. Please enjoy your season finale of the American sport known as football, also known as the Super Bowl.
Oh, I was like, why?
The season finale. Yes. We'll be enjoying it. Hopefully you enjoy your time doing whatever you like to do. Announcement number 2. Today is actually my dad's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday!
He's been in the chats and a big supporter, helped me out with getting all of the tech stuff started at the beginning of our stream. So he's just been amazingly supportive and helpful and awesome. So thank you, and happy birthday, Dad.
Thanks, Pops.
Happy birthday!
Yeah. Wow, what a time to be a character in our campaign. You guys have been through the ringer and continue to be put through it once again. Oh, we return to our impressive individuals with iconical interests as they are locked in a vicious brawl for victory in round 2 of the Royal Rumble. Having defeated the Brine Guard handily, despite a close, almost near defeat, they enter round 2 with a better idea of their plans and objectives, but are harried by a sneaky enemy using tactics with stealth and spells and bows that make their strikes more deadly to our heroes. These enemies proudly displaying the icon of the Copper Hand, the same group that in the days prior had accosted Twinkletoes and Bastro. We're just going to jump right back into the middle of a combat as the two teams fight desperately for control of the last center flag or a win via knockout. Oh, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys doing?
Anxious.
Hopefully,
take these guys down.
Hopefully,
I use a hero point.
you all do have a hero point. Yes. Good.
I would like to make an argument that I should start with 2 hero points given my look today, since I am Twinkletoes.
Roll a d20.
It's a classic Will move. Watch this. This is a crazy maneuver he's about to pull.
Natural 19.
You get a hero point. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, what?
You can't just
I was
like.
expecting.
I was
I
gonna
was
go
expecting
15 or higher. She had a 20%, 25% chance for
I
that.
was expecting that no matter what she rolled.
She needed like a.
Ah,
she needed-
sorry, it's not quite good enough.
Yeah.
She needed a 21 on the die.
I'm
to
sorry,
get the
hero points
point.
are low ballers. I mean, we're gonna jump straight into the top of round
Emily deserves
8. Oh my gosh, round 8, with a dazzled ruffian boy.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah,
this one or this one
No,
that was dazzled?
Yeah,
the
he's-
top one's the top one's fascinated.
The top one is
This is
fascinated.
dazzled.
The bottom one is dazzled. So this
See the
guy,
eye. The
Being-
guy's face.
Well, could you remind us really
Excuse
quick
me.
about like who has been injured of them?
all of them have been injured.
They've all been hurt.
Except for the
Yeah.
archer who's chilling up on the tower. They have all been hit at least once. The two on the southern end, the like what you assume would be the leader of this crew, as well as the grunts currently being flanked, both looking pretty rough. Also, for those back at home, our friend Penumbra is all the way to the south.
Sup?
On the tower after having just captured the flag for his team. Does anyone want to go over what Dazzled does for those people who may not remember and or don't know?
Since it was my spell, I'm happy to do so. Dazzled, it makes you, it makes all creatures and objects concealed from you, which basically means that you need a DC 5 flat check when
Oh.
targeting anything with an attack, spell, or other effect. Very similar to partial concealment, 20%
Okay,
mischance
okay.
from first edition.
Okay, yeah, well that's very handy because
That's
he's going
for
to
a
engage
minute. So
in some of those mentioned actions. Primarily, the first being a strike against Dr. Forsyth. Swinging with the club, gonna roll the flat check first. It's DC 5. He rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
So,
Oh, hey!
Dr. Forsyth, you see him just like blinking, tears streaming out of his eyes, but he knows that you're there in some semblance. But as the club comes
Jet-stream.
around, he just whiffs. What he thought was like your shoulder is actually your backpack, and it just goes scraping past you. Second attack coming in. Makes the flat check with a 14. The strike, however, is going to get the multi-attack penalty, which is a natural 1 again on the strike. So we're
unlucky.
He's just not having a good time, and because of
that
that,
sounds pretty lucky.
he's also not enjoying his position currently. So he's going to take a little step over here to at least have some chance of not being destroyed. This gentleman here is going to take the opportunity to strike out at Shark with a club. That is going to be I just had it up. It's going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. He is not flanking, so he is not going to get the bonus damage, but
No snack attack.
no snack attack. But it's still going to hurt. It's a wooden club to your side for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And then,
All right.
2. Let's see.
I assume Shark's not looking very good, huh?
Shark is like spinning.
Wait, what are the rules on fascinated again?
It's just has to do with concentration. It's not a whole lot having to do with combat. It's mostly to give Twinkletoes panache.
Correct. That guy, same guy, is going to reach out with his free hand, and he's going to attempt to grab Shark by the collar of his coat. But this isn't a normal grapple check. This is what's called a snagging strike.
I recognize
one
it.
of the dudes used that on me in the alleyway.
Yes.
Is it Johnny?
So he's going to make a melee strike against you. And if it hits, you will be flat-footed until the beginning of his next turn. How is a 22 for you?
Yeah, that's good.
So you are flat-footed until the beginning of his next turn, and he's going to take another club strike at you. You are flat-footed, but he's taking the penalties for his third attack.
Okay.
14, I don't think is going to do it, huh?
Flat-footed is on your side or my side?
It's defender side, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
Well,
I
unless
have,
Will- yeah.
I have -2.
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
No way.
Wow.
Raging flat-footed.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. You are flat-footed too.
You don't need to roll damage. Shark falls unconscious.
Yeah, so you all watch as club straight into the
I have
arm.
1 hit point.
He grabs Shark by the collar of this leather coat and then just brings both Shark's head and the club together, knocking him cold on the ground, releasing Shark into the sand by the flag. Whew! That's gonna move Shark in the initiative order.
I hope that you are counting every round that the guy whose body I just fell on top of is bleeding out and nobody knows that.
That was what that positioning was all about. Cover up his wounds.
So Shark is now strewn across the unconscious and bleeding body of one of the other Copperhand members.
He's taking 2
As
every
it
round.
goes, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Dr. Forsyth,
really want
you
him to
watch
die.
this happen. You watch Shark crumple, knocked cold in front of you. What would you like to do?
The doctor is going to Flavor reach into his bag and pull out some of the supplies he grabbed from his apartment the night he went there and was spooked out by the creepy message that was left. And he bends down and applies this salve onto Shark, and he starts muttering something to himself like, "Shark, we need you. Come on, please get back up." And he's going to battle medicine Shark again, and he can do that because a medic once per day can battle medicine someone and ignore the cooldown to do so.
Yeah, so that's one of your archetype abilities, right?
Yeah,
It's really
Yeah.
archetype.
That's really cool.
Amazing.
Now, I'm sure you already account for this, but your flavor grab sounded a whole lot like an interact action.
That was all flavor. There's no actual
Oh,
mechanical.
okay. All right.
That was literally a flavor grab.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, there's no. They say one action battle medicine check. I'm doing.
Sweet.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
All right,
Flavor
that's
grab
gonna
on the
be-
side.
I did use my hero point, by the way, because my first roll was garbage.
take it.
and
I'll take
it's
it.
Very important.
Right off the bat.
And it's very good I did that because I rolled a 21 medicine check to get my insane healing off. So, Shark, you are going to be healed 22 hit points.
Pretty sure that's like now 2 full characters worth that you've healed in this combat.
Sounds
Certainly a
good.
lot.
Archetype wild.
Shark
Alright.
comes back to life.
Sharks are
So
still
second
prone, by the way.
Second action, I am going to devise a stratagem against this guy and try to see what the best way to hit him would be. That's going to be, I rolled a natural 14 for a total of a 22.
Okay.
And third action, I am going to use that 22 to strike out at him. And I will get my precision damage because I'm
Okay.
rolling with, I'm assuming a 22
A
hits.
22
by the way.
does hit. So you're able to like analyze as he's bouncing. He's got this almost finesse in his stance where he's bouncing back and forth, keeping his weight distributed. But you're able to pinpoint the exact moment when he's slightly off balance and can't react quite quick enough and jab right in, managing to knock him in the leg. How much damage?
The doctor's weak strength didn't get a very good jab because even with 2d6, it was only 3 points of damage.
But 3 points of damage is still damage. And getting a hit on this guy, not easy. You do knock some points of health off of this character. It's at the end of your turn, Dr. Forsyth.
Yes.
Bastro, what you got for me?
All right, Bastro's gonna take first action. He's gonna roll acrobatics to kind of go through this guy above him to get to here. So let me roll that.
Tumble through.
Tumble through.
Tumble through, yeah, exactly.
Classic Pathfinder 2nd Edition action.
That's gonna be a. I'm sorry, 1 second. It's gonna be an 18.
An 18 is enough to make it through against his reflex DC. So you're
Hell
able
yeah.
to successfully pass through his square.
And then last 2 actions, I'm gonna cast a spell. You kind of see like a dim light emit from Bastro, and it's Bane is what I'm casting.
Nice.
So within a
Oh,
micro
nice.
radius of me.
Speaking of which, the other character, also this guy, also did have Bane. It didn't affect Dr. Forsyth's attack, but since you're mentioning Bane, this guy also
I did
has it
forget
up.
about that.
It didn't affect. You still hit. I just didn't mention it because you crushed it.
We got double Banes going on?
Yeah,
Double Bane.
double Bane.
Bane City, boys.
Double Bane all across the island.
But that will be my last 2 actions.
That is the
But
last
Now
2
they're
actions.
back to my light.
It now rolls around to this person's turn. Not enjoying the fact that Dr. Forsyth seems to be undoing all of the work that they have been so eagerly committing. He's gonna lash out with his rapier against Dr. Forsyth. Dr. Forsyth, that was a 17.
That's a miss.
Doesn't appreciate that. Doesn't appreciate that at all.
I appreciate it very much.
So he's gonna swing again. Ooh, I think I might get you on this one.
If it's anything higher than a 17, it hits.
It is a 22 this time.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. So, having been sufficiently angered at missing his first strike, the second one lands true, jabbing you right under the clavicle with this pointy rapier. And you take, let's see, what is that? That is 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's more than I thought. All right. Yikes.
You're lucky you aren't flat-footed because, as you
Yeah,
well
no
know,
kidding.
all of them have sneak attack. He's got one more action, and you see him make a little gesture over, like a somatic gesture in front with his offhand. And you see like a slight white light emanate and then absorb into himself as he casts a spell on himself with one action. That is the end of that person's turn. Penumbra, way off in the no man's land of the south. What would you like to do?
Having raised the flag and also watched his brother go down in combat, he's pretty sick of not being able to help, and he thinks he's devised a way to get down there in an efficient amount of time. So first comes another moonbeam targeted at the guy who's fascinated.
Oh yeah, that thing. What's that got, like 120-foot range?
120.
Yeah, that's wild.
Natural 20 on the dice roll.
Ayo!
Nat 20. Okay.
This can only go well.
7 points of fire damage, which would also be silver for the purposes of reductions of weaknesses and stuff like that.
Obviously, outsider
Shut up.
characters.
Just shut up.
And he's also dazzled for
Okay,
1
Shark,
minute as
all right.
well.
I can tell. There's a lot of angst going on. He's also dazzled,
for
yes.
1 minute, yeah.
For 1
With
minute.
For one,
Wow.
they're both dazzled for 1 minute, yeah.
So forever.
Wow.
For literally ever.
As long as it ever matters in this combat, yes.
So, the way that the Oracle works, as I use particular spells, I am cursed by the deific energies that are surrounding me. So I have now activated my moderate curse, which gives me a lot of stuff. What you're gonna see Penumbra do, you're gonna see him step 5 feet here and jump off of the 25-foot platform.
What?
Now, I did some math here. In the break, I did some physics homework. For those of you who are in physics, stay in school. It will someday be important. With a 25-foot elevation and his move speed, he would go an additional 20 feet off of the platform and then land on the ground here and take falling damage.
I think you're making some big assumptions about the comparison of Galarian's gravity to Earth's, but
Fair enough.
We'll
One
go
of them
with
is
it.
gravity. Yeah.
we'll go with it.
He lands prone here and takes ordinarily it was 29-foot fall. I would have taken 14 points of falling damage, but when I'm in my moderate curse, I only take half damage from falling. So I
Oh,
took-
cool.
I take 7 points of damage here, which is
Okay.
still a significant amount, but I'm down the entire tower and 20 feet away from it with one action.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate the
That's pretty cool.
option, and for that sneaky little maneuver, you get a hero point.
There it is! I knew it was
Making full use of the Oracle Curse, I think, is something that is just to be lauded. And as such, you've earned a hero point.
It's the first time anybody has seen Penumbra in his moderate curse. So he's
Yeah.
all of his tattoos are glowing. He's like floating off the ground a little bit. Like he looks like a creature unleashed right now.
And it's crazy too, because anyone that's looking at him, it looks almost like he's underwater as his clothes bend and shift off and away from him,
Oh, that's so
and like
freaky.
move with
Yeah.
the
So
impetus
crazy.
and the inertia of his movements. But as he's like stopping and taking a breather, you watch as his clothes like float forward and then pull back once they fully extend
Yeah.
and reach. It's really weird to see what's going on right now as you're looking at him. Oh, Penumbra, good turn, good turn. However, that being said,
Fat Pythagoras.
I'm just going to
Yeah,
assume, I'm going to assume without checking your work that the math was correct, because I don't want to check
Yes.
your work. That's way too much effort. This gentleman up here with the composite longbow, honestly pretty upset by the things that he's seeing going on with Penumbra. He's going to launch a shot directly at him.
Oh, I dare you.
He's actually going to aim the first shot. So, that is going to be first shot being aimed. Oh, baby, we're in there. That is going to be a 25 to hit on the first shot.
Oh,
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
This is the second arrow that this person has hit this entire combat.
oh, that's right.
So he's glad that he's just being useful at this point. That is going to be for a total of, if I can find my D10 for the composite longbow, I think it's sweet, 10 points piercing damage as this arrow comes sailing from like almost across the map, and just lodges, not enjoying again the creepy things that he's seeing going on. Second arrow for his third action. His third action, he will strike. Second arrow coming out at you. It lands somewhere in the dirt behind you.
Okay.
Got a little overconfident, a little cocky. Didn't do his due diligence with his aim. Whew. All right.
I am prone and flat-footed. You wanna give me the number, or you think it's that low?
He rolled a natural 3.
Okay.
And
All right.
and that's, multi-attack penalty, all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It would have been Shark's turn, but Shark moved in the initiative order when he went unconscious. That means it is Twinkletoes. Twinkletoes, you're standing across the bank. You watch all this happen. You watch Shark go down. Penumbra zoom in across, straight, jumping off of a tower. What would you like to do?
All right. So, I ended the last session with Panache.
You did, and you have it through the end of the combat or until you use it, correct?
Correct.
Nice.
I also just did the math on exactly how far away this guy is from me. He is 59.9 feet.
Ooh.
So,
Go on.
I don't think I had a bolt in my crossbow, so I will use my first action to reload.
I appreciate your honesty.
Second action. I'm not sure that that's the case, but I'm gonna. since
Just
I
too
did
bad
not-
we don't record these.
I didn't go back and check. I apologize. But
Such a jerk.
anyway,
Such a jerk.
firing at this dude. With confident finisher.
Oh, I like confident finisher.
Yeah, she wasn't going to until that wisecrack about recording.
Now she just wants to be done with this guy.
I rolled a natural 4.
Give me
Two
the
hero
number.
points in
You
there.
never know.
I'm
Two
gonna
hero
give
points
hero-
in there.
You do have 2
Get a
hero
hero
points.
point.
Just chilling.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, it's not that much better though. 16. No, wait. 17 to hit.
17, unfortunately, is going to just zoom
Oh,
right
lucky.
past. But
All right.
because of your confident finisher, he does still take damage, correct?
He still does take half precision damage. That one did not land flat. That didn't even land in there. Okay, so that's 7 points. So 3 points total.
So you watch as you loose the bolts, and this is as he's releasing the second arrow. He looks back to the center, sees a crossbow bolt just like zoom in at his face, and barely manages to turn his head as it clips his cheek. You watch the blood just draw off the side and fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Dude is not having a good time. Is that that was your second action, correct?
That was my second action. Third action, I am going to reload.
Seems reasonable. And with that, we come to the top of round 9.
Whoa.
Wait, you said I moved in the initiative order, so
Correct.
do I?
You're moved to right before the guy who knocked you out.
Correct, which means that you are second in the initiative order.
So I don't get a turn last
No.
time.
You effectively
even-
lose a turn.
Correct.
Because
I
you
lose
got
a turn.
knocked out.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
the way the turns flipped.
Yeah.
In
You'll take
in
it-
1E, do you move? You just move to the end, right? In 1E,
You don't move in first edition.
You don't move at all in
or-
first edition.
No, you do.
Yeah, you do. You.
I think you
don't
just
know.
move to the end in first edition.
Yeah. This way, we all get a chance to do something about you being dead.
Yeah.
Normally.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like
That makes sense.
everyone
That
gets a
makes
chance to heal you
Yeah.
or protect you or something like
And
that.
the intent was to benefit the person dying.
Yeah. You'll get the
That
same
makes
number of
sense.
turns if everything cycles through. Just for now, yeah, you're a little wonky.
No, all good. That makes sense.
Let's see here. It is the first Buckaroo Banzai's turn. This guy.
The first what?
Don't worry about it.
Buckaroo Bonsai. You hear him?
He is dazzled, as they both are, but he's going to attempt to make a strike at. No, he's going to attempt to grab Bastard's shirt, much in the similar manner
So
as.
is that an attack roll?
It is an attack roll.
It is.
So he has to make a will save first.
First thing he's got to do.
Sanctuary.
You have Sanctuary yet? I missed that entirely. First thing he's got to do is a will save. Second thing he has to do is make sure he actually hits you because he's dazzled. Third thing he has to do is actually roll high enough to hit you.
Oh
If he-
man.
Good
Crazy.
Lord.
Bastard is untouchable.
This guy has
Yeah,
zero
literally.
chance, but we're gonna do it. The snagging strike comes out. That is gonna be it's gonna be close. It's gonna be an 18.
That's the will save.
That's the will save. This is the will save.
That hits exactly. So
That hits exactly. Okay.
Okay. So now roll a d20
So
flat.
now I gotta hit the 5 flat check to actually see if he sees. I rolled a 4.
Miss.
These
Incredible.
these 20% miss chances really starting to feel
They're
like
brutal.
70% miss chances here.
They're brutal. They're brutal. They're brutal.
So, Dan, please let me know if he makes another strike. Will he still have to roll for Sanctuary since he
No.
passed already?
It's Bane first of all, and
Oh, sorry. My bad.
no, it's fine. But he once he makes the first will save, he's good for the rest of Bane's casting
Duration.
Basically. Yeah, duration.
Does Bane give a will save? I thought it was just a flat -1.
No, it's a will save. Yeah, he has to either if he fails the will save, he'll get the -1. But since he succeeded the will save, then he's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm reading the rules right now.
I personally misread the spell entirely, but that's fine.
Here we are.
We'll fix it in the future. So he passed that. He made the will save. We're solid. He's gonna try to hit you again. We'll see. We'll see. That is at a -10. Oh yeah, 16 to hit.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Don't even need to.
Yeah, so he's like just swinging brutally, and you see as he like attempts to hit you, just the weight of the club in his hand just seems so much heavier than it did a few moments ago. So much slower are his strikes that you're able to just dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge out of the way. Let's see here. That's the end of that guy's turn, which means it is now Shark. Shark, you feel this very faint, ragged breath of the body that you're laying on top of cease. What would you like to do?
Oh my God! Shark's a 2-time murderer.
Shark's gonna bite the ankles of the guy in front of him. So,
Go ahead and roll me a will save.
Signature move. Your signature
Shark,
move.
Shark's gonna bite his ankles.
Go ahead and roll me a
Bane
will
was a
save
super
first
sneaky
for the
guy.
Bane.
What's my will save for?
For Bane, he also has Bane cast. He casted
okay.
it last session.
9.
9. You're gonna take a -1 penalty to your attack roll.
Why do I feel like I was already taking -1? Did I already fail that?
I didn't make anyone roll it because I was cheating.
That's why I was taking -1.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
We all do it.
Sometimes
Some of
I
us
just
more than others.
actually admit it.
Okay. Natural 1 on the first attack. Second
no.
attack. Let's see. 19.
Where to
on
buy
the second
fumble
attack.
cards, man? 19. Unfortunately, this guy is quick. He notices the
Yeah, we need
fact
some-
that you are back and active, and accounts for your well-known ankle biting.
Third action, I just stand up.
Third action, stands up.
I'm not gonna bite a third time at -11.
What? Why not?
This guy right here is going to roll a will save for Bane.
Yep.
That is a natural 2, so he fails. He's going to take a -1 on his
Yes.
attack. But he's going to turn around, look at you, Bastro, and will also attempt a snagging strike as his first action.
So
He's
concealment,
also
right?
dazzled, so he has to.
Okay,
Make that check.
18 on the concealment.
Okay, let me.
This is going to be close. It's a 19 to hit against your
That
AC.
will hit.
Ah.
Is that plus the
Lucky.
-1? That sucks. It would still hit anyways.
18. Sorry, yeah, I didn't. 18 with the -1. But you were just flat-footed until, as he grabs you by your vest, like by the arm slot in your vest in your backpack, and just like trying to hold you down as he brings and whips the club around to attempt to smack you. He's going to get a 15 against your flat-footed AC.
That misses.
That misses.
Hey,
Okay, so you're able to like just dodge
Okay.
at the last second as you see this club coming in, but he's gonna give it one more good old college try. It's another 16. It's amazing. My rolls got better as my modifiers got worse.
So that's 16
classic.
plus the -1 Bane.
No. The total was 16 with Bane.
Okay, that hits.
Wait, 16? Okay.
Because I'm flat-footed.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I'll take it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna argue. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I thought a 16 missed for some reason. That's gonna be some damage, my friend. Because
He's
that-
flat-footed.
as you
that's
are
why.
flat-footed,
Bastards looking alright for now.
that's gonna be
right now.
8
I feel
points.
confident in that.
8 points of damage, 6 bludgeoning, and 2 precision, as his club comes and whacks you on the side of the head. That's the end of his turn, though, and it means Dr. Forsyth has a chance to respond. What would you like to do?
The doctor is again going to devise a stratagem and see how this guy's moving in combat and try to strike back with his silver short sword. And that's again going to be a 22 to hit.
Again, that's gonna be a hit. Did you? Oh, go ahead and roll me a will save.
Will save.
Oh, right. It's a natural 18.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
But you have goodwill.
You're good.
Yeah, it's very
You're
high.
good. You're good. So you do
Alright, so
successfully negate.
my second action, then I will use that 22 to hit him.
Okay.
And I will get my precision damage, and I'm hoping for more damage this turn.
Aren't we all?
Oh, it made up. I rolled a 1 and a 2 last time. I rolled a 6 and a 5 this time. 11 points of DiMaggio. For my second action.
Would you like to describe precisely how you knocked this man unconscious?
Oh,
Big.
so I think he sees this person doing a dance, trying to avoid sharks ankle biting, and he takes that opportunity to really just bring his silver short sword in an uppercut almost, and get him right in the jugular almost.
Yeah. So you.
Frankly, I'm just glad for all this moon and silver damage
Yeah.
because I don't know what we do without it. That's what I'm all excited
If we ever
for.
find a werewolf, you guys are
Oh,
set.
it's done. Done deal.
You watch as he bounces onto his back foot to avoid Shark's bite, and as he does so, you bring in this uppercut, this vicious uppercut, slices through his chest and lodges the point of your sword in his neck, and he just slumps down off of the point of your blade as you pull it back. He is unconscious, but not dying, just unconscious. Actually, technically
Not yet.
dying, but not bleeding out.
Not till Shark gets his teeth on.
Not till Shark has anything to say about it.
Until Shark takes a little nibble.
He's unconscious.
A little nib.
All right, and my third action I would like to make a case to use the aid action, which we've gone over this before. Aid is a reaction, but to be able to trigger it, you have to
You
spend
an action.
doing something.
Yes.
It's very much up to GM discretion as to how to make that work.
Go on.
So what I'm trying to do is I want to give Shark a bonus on his next attack roll. So if Shark moves to try and attack this guy, can I push him in a way to propel him forward to give him that +1 to hit? If I have to roll.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Oh fuck! I didn't think about that with athletics. I never mind. That's an automatic fail with athletics.
Do you have any other options? I want this to happen. I need a skill check. to roll.
Can I do acrobatics somehow to help him? Maybe swing him push him in a way that centripetal forces makes him go around the corner of the flag faster. I don't know. I'm reaching.
We haven't gotten into this part of the backstory yet, but we have dance lessons every Thursday. So what about a performance check?
So I'll let you roll in acrobatics. Dr. Forsyth is a smart man. He would know how to change the scenario of the battle. I'll let you roll in acrobatics to pull the body out from under Shark to give him clear footing without knocking him over.
Interesting.
Okay, cool. That's a natural 11 for a total of a 17, so I don't make it.
Yeah, so you're able to get the body out of his way, but it's not in a clean enough manner. You still brush up against his ankles, give him a little bit of off balance. It doesn't give him any negatives, but you're not doing it in such a way that it would give him a benefit.
Cool, that's my turn.
But good thinking. I really like the idea and the attempt behind it. end of Dr. Forsyth's turn rings in the beginning of Bastro's turn. Bastro, what would you like to
Alright.
do?
First action, I want to roll acrobatics to get out of this guy's grapple.
Okay.
Try to struggle.
So
my
you're
way
not
out.
actually grappled.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, it is a specific condition that he applied with a special ability. You're not grappled. You just are flat-footed until the beginning of his next turn.
Okay.
You can move outside of his essentially his reach. So if you move outside of his threatening area, outside of melee adjacency, you will lose that condition. But in this case, you
You
need
lose
to tumble
pain,
through.
too.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, then that changes what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
First action, I will cast Stoke the Heart on Shark.
There it is.
Shark, you gotta finish these guys off.
There
There it is.
My guy. You gotta win this. And then second action, I will pull out a scroll. And
Okay.
then third action, you know what? I'm just gonna throw hands at this guy beneath me.
Yeah!
Give him the smoke. Go ahead and
Roll
roll an
the
attack
hand.
roll.
The old one too. The one two.
Or really just one.
Or just one in this instance, yeah.
It's a fan favorite bastard.
I'm
natural-
waiting for the knuckle dagger,
Ooh.
dude. I'm waiting.
Natural 19, so that's a,
Hey-ho!
that's a 26 to hit.
26.
Yes.
Oh man,
Plus
you were
7 with your fists.
actually
Both
so
of them.
close to critting him with your fists.
Damn.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Yeah.
All right.
Incredible.
So great.
It's gonna be 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage as you just sock him in the jaw. Was this north or south?
It was the guy below me.
Below you.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. 3 points of damage. It's adding up. These guys, the two that are remaining on this island, are looking haggard. Bastard, that's the end of your turn. This person is unconscious, which means Penumbra.
Penumbra has to take an action to stand up from the prone, and he realizes his ankles really sting, and there's also an arrow in his leg, so he's dealing with a lot right now. He's gonna demand a will save from this guy to the south as well.
Really?
Cast Daze upon him.
Nice.
Dazed, and he is so confused because of it. He's gonna get an 11 on his will save.
Fail.
Fails.
So he takes 4 points of mental damage.
Takes 4 points of mental damage as you assault his mind with the
Zoom, 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 zoom.
concept. You imprint upon his mind the concept of the vastness of the universal cosmos and his small perception and role in it. And the weight of the knowledge just confuses him and just really just gives him that kind of crisis, that existential
dread.
crisis that
Yeah.
just hurts his small little pea brain.
That's how Penumbra chooses to operate in most of his life, is just inflicting existential dread on as many of his enemies as possible.
And how much damage is that again?
4 mental
4
damage.
points of mental damage. That's chipping away, my guys. You got. That was the end of your turn?
That's it, yeah.
Gotcha.
Daze is 2 actions, I
I
have to stand
can
up.
never remember with these cantrips whether they're 1 or 2 actions.
I have very, very few one-action things.
Gotcha.
It's a guidance, that's it. Yeah.
That's the end of Penumbra's turn. The archer up here. That's a good question. Does he realize what Penumbra was doing? I think he's still freaked out about the fact that he just watched you willfully jump off of a
Leap out of a
25-foot
tower.
tower and then just stand up. So he's going to take another shot at you. First one is aimed
Okay.
carefully. Oh, baby, now he's rocking. It's going to be a 29 to hit, my guy.
That's a critical hit.
That is a critical hit with the
Yeah.
No bueno.
composite longbow. It's extra no bueno because longbows are deadly D10.
Oh, that's so bad.
It's not great. It's not great. So, this arrow, having been, again, sufficiently spooked by the nonsense that he's watching just unfold from Penumbra, launches, just nails you straight into the sternum. For
Like Boromir in this bitch, just arrow after arrow.
for 12 points of piercing damage. That's a lot of damage.
You see Penumbra's arms extend for the daze, but as the arrow strikes him in the chest, he falls into a heap at dying 2.
No. What?
Dying 2.
Oh my god.
I would have normally gone to dying 1, but under the
Nice.
effects of a critical, you go straight to
I
dying.
did not realize that you were that close.
Had you taken, besides the falling damage, had you taken damage?
You got hit
I
last
had
round.
2 the previous round. I took 7 from the fall, and then 2 arrows with
Oh,
a,
right,
lot of, a lot of damage. Yeah,
Or last.
I was 6 hit points before the crit, so I already knew I was going to dying 2. Yeah.
Wow.
So he falls back down, and he's not looking good.
Okay. He's gonna use his third and final action to pop a shot at Bastro.
Bring it.
Man, he really turned on for that one. 14 is not quite gonna make it. Plus you have some light cov from your ruffian friend there.
Nice.
That's the end of his turn. Penumbra doesn't move in the initiative order because he was already.
I was already there.
Twinkletoes, you see
All right.
this arrow sail and smack Penumbra straight center mass. He crumbles.
5, 10, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20. I have the 3 minor healing potions that I got from the chest.
Okay.
Mwah.
Do
Might
I
be out.
have... Is it an interact action
It's
to
an
just
interact
pour it down his
action.
throat?
It's an interact action to pull one out, and then an interact action to use it, unless you have a bandolier.
I have a bandolier.
Okay, assuming that you didn't already fill your bandolier with other things, you can utilize the potion in the same interact action. You can draw and use it.
Cool. I will do that and administer to...
Ugh.
And I'm formally
Penumbra.
submitting a request for all players to please identify specifically which items are in their bandolier slots.
Bandoliers.
For no particular reason.
I have only healing potions up in there.
That's
I've got
fine.
a bunch
Yeah,
of
I
them,
figured
so-
most of them are going to be healing potions anyway.
You can fit a lot in a bandolier.
I think
Yeah,
it's
so I'll
like
just slot them in.
12 items of light bulk or 1 kit, for instance, of healers tools.
Mm-hmm.
Are you rolling that healing, or you want me to do it?
Let me see. It's a minor, so
That's
let-
1d6.
D6, yes.
okay. I'll do it since
Go
I
for
gave
it.
it.
It's your potion.
Okay.
Yep.
3 points of healing.
3 points of healing. Okay. That is enough to bring Penumbra back up, even if it's not by a lot.
How much was it? You said 2?
3.
It's 1d8
Three.
by the way.
Three.
But
Minor healing oh, wait. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
Elixir of Life.
No,
It
this is
is
a
one-
this is
My
a
bad.
lesser
Yeah.
elixir of life, not a minor healing potion.
Oh,
Then it's correct. Yep.
okay. Sorry.
So I'll take 3 healing, and then I go to Wounded 1. Lit.
we'll take it.
And I
We'll
think
take
you
that.
have a +1 status bonus now.
Just something or other, yeah.
Yeah.
Fortitude and will saves, maybe, against
I
poison
think
and fear.
Saves against fear. Isn't
Yeah.
it one of those?
Something like that. Somebody
So
look
when
up
I'm
the
super
item
afraid-
as...
When I'm super afraid of this next arrow, I'll have some help.
I'm sure you'll be
Can
fine.
you check the chat?
She'll be fine, yeah.
Okay. Wow. What a turn. Twinkletoes proving once again that she can take care of everybody.
+1 bonuses to diseases and poisons for 10 minutes.
Diseases and
So
poisons.
no-
That's what it
nothing.
is.
Yeah. Absolutely worthless.
Hey, you don't know if those arrows are poisoned. Or at least they are now. Never mind. Oh, man. I'm getting stressed. It's this guy's turn. This guy. Yeah, so he just like got mind blasted. And Bastro is still technically flat-footed. So,
Yes,
Oh
Is
man.
this the top guy?
no, this is the bottom guy. This guy.
Okay. He's still dazzled.
He is still dazzled, so he's gonna roll to hit Bastro. This is the flat check to see if he natural 4.
Oh yeah.
My God, Will. Wow.
He's flat-footed. He's standing right there. You just can't.
Can't see. Just can't see.
These blind or these dazzles are really coming in handy.
Yeah.
He's gonna second attack. He's gonna swing out. Got a 10 on the flat check. The natural 1 on the strike.
Let's go.
This dice is now excommunicated from the church.
Extra
And,
value.
Third action, he's gonna cry a little bit as he sees his life flash before his eyes. No, he's going
Him
to.
or you?
Yes. He's going to. I really want. You know what? He's gonna step around here. He's not having too much luck with Bastro, so he's gonna step around there. Shark, you're up.
Okay. The man next to me is dying.
Are you not also prone? Are you prone right
No,
now?
I stood up
at the end of
Stood
the
up. Okay. Okay.
The hooded figure is on the ground.
On the
and
ground.
then the other two guys.
Unconscious, yeah.
Shark looks to the man in the tower and just goes, "You," and jumps in the water.
Yes!
So I'll make a swim check.
Do you want to do a swim first, or do you want to try to actually jump?
I want to try to jump. I want to try to.
Go ahead and
Wait,
roll.
jumping is athletics.
Athletics.
And it's
yes.
2 actions. It's like a
It's
long
2
jump.
actions
Yeah.
for a long jump.
Yeah, so if I long jump from this spot here, how
You
far can I
also
get?
you need a 10-foot stride before you long jump most of the time. So you
if I
could go like
1 and
yeah.
2
right.
and try to get that way.
Yep.
How far is a long jump?
It's
It is.
it's based on your results.
Okay, so let me roll my athletics check.
So a long jump, yes, but you can take the leap action. It's 1 action. It's a careful short jump. You can leap 10 feet horizontally, if you without rolling a check. You just jump 10 feet.
Oh, that's what I do.
so you
So
can
I
take yeah.
I land here with an action, and then I want to swim check
Yeah.
to swim the rest of the way.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
want to do.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so
I knew there was a
swim.
1 action jump. I just couldn't remember what the.
I passed the swim check by a lot.
So you get to go 10 feet to the other side there.
Yeah, so
As
you
part
move
of the
10
swim
feet
action.
and get up onto the shore.
I get a 25 swim check.
You're
Alright, so I
good.
go
You actually crit it, so you can get up onto the shore and then some.
10. Okay, so that's 2 actions. And then I'll take a stride action, so I'll go.
You can get another 5 feet for critting the
Okay.
swim check.
Okay.
So start your movement there, yeah.
Yeah.
So starting my movement here, I'll go 5, 15, 20, 25, and I am the blood of his friend dripping on my teeth.
Yeah.
From
Oh
the
yeah.
side.
He watches you just like demolish the water in front of you. Just jump
I'm
out.
trying to win by flags this round. I'll
So
tell you that.
Shark dives over a corpse into the water
2
and then
corpses.
paddles his leg so that he shoots out of the water onto the land and then starts booking it triathlon
He's
style,
just David
straight
Hasselhoff
into
from the
the
SpongeBob
tower.
movie. Like
Yep, they-
he is just
He
a
stops the bike
motorbike.
at the bottom of the stairs.
And then just like sprints straight up the stairs. The guy like is turning around. You see the fear in his eyes as this blood frenzied goblin is bearing down on him. Although sharking down on him in this case. Let's see.
Rawr.
Wow. What a turn from the guy who was just unconscious. It's literally 12
Hey,
seconds ago.
I'm basically full hit points now. I don't care.
That's- You've still got some of this like medicinal salve on your forehead like Simba. Okay. It is now this gentleman's turn. This gentleman is going to... You're no longer flat-footed, Bastro, but he's going to attempt to do the same thing where he's going to try to reach out and grab you by the collar to make you flat-footed with a snagging strike. It's going to be a natural 20 for a total of your flat-footed now.
Wait, is that the dazzled roll?
Oh, yeah, that was the dazzled roll. So he now needs to roll to hit you. Thank you for reminding me. He gets a 21 total. Sorry, 20 with Bane.
I'll still do it.
So you're flat-footed, second strike coming in, rolling the flat check. 9 on the flat check, so it goes through. He's going to make the strike. That is going to be a 18 to hit
That will hit.
on the second. That is going to be for a total of, you are flat-footed since you're grabbed. So he just has you by one hand, other hand, brings it around, and he just tries to sweep and break, just like kneecap you basically with this club. You take 6 points of bludgeoning and 1 point of precision.
Uh-oh.
Third action, he's going to try again just for fun. Natural 1 on the concealment.
Nice.
Whew, man. Had to rattle that
Thank
one
you.
off.
That
How many
concealment economy.
Failed.
I failed 5 or 6 attacks with the
That's
dazzle
wild.
right now,
Yeah.
which is just insane. But
Hitting 2 creatures dazzled with 2 spells is pretty efficient.
Oh yeah.
That's-
oh, yeah.
Pretty delicious.
that's
yeah.
Penumbra in a nutshell for you right there.
As long as I hit.
As long as you hit.
Penumbra.
Okay. Dr. Forsyth, you watch as Shark becomes an Olympic swimmer. What would you like to do as this guy pops up behind you?
Does not like this guy over here wailing on his good buddy Bastro. So he's gonna move and go 5, 10. And then with his second action, he's gonna try to take a second and figure out the best way to attack this guy with Bastro on the other side of him. Oh, that's a very bad roll. That's an 11.
Okay.
Assuming that's not going to hit, so I'm not going to attack with my third action. I am instead going to attempt to aid Bastro, and I would like to do that again with acrobatics. And I want to, as I'm moving, could we have said, is it possible that I'm trying to like distract him to get him to turn around, catch him off balance, so that Bastro can maybe get like an edge on this guy?
I would say that your distraction comes if you're trying to use acrobatics more in the form of you like basically playing footsie with him and trying to trip him up. So
Yeah,
go
sure.
ahead.
So maybe that second
Yeah.
action, I was trying to like hit him, and
Yeah.
instead I actually just ended up like throwing him off balance.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll that for me.
Nope, at 15. I had a very effective turn.
Still a valid effort. Still a valid effort and a good use of some of the less common actions in this game.
If people aren't dying, I don't have a lot to do.
But when they are, you've got them
Unless they're a
covered.
werewolf.
Yeah, it's true. Whew, Bastro. This guy is just trying to beat you to death with a wooden club. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't like being close to death. So first action now, sustain Shark's Stoke the Heart. So he's still stoked. And then
Excessively stoked.
second action, I'm gonna 2-action heal myself with the scroll of healing I have in my hand.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I get 8 points of healing, and then I get another D8 points of healing as well.
Wow.
That's gonna be a total of 12 points of healing.
12 points of
Nice.
healing. Okay, all right. That probably feels pretty good right now.
I was very close
You can
to dying.
you like feel the hairline fractures in your kneecap
Oh,
and your
shoot, I didn't do that.
your leg just start to mend together. The aching goes away. Okay. That guy is unconscious. Penumbra, you are not dead.
Yeah, Penumbra awakens to see Twinkletoes bending over him, and he says, Twinkletoes, thank you once again. I owe you my life. And he will stand up, and he looks over and he sees like the tail end of Shark running into the tower, so he assumes that guy's being taken care of.
That was resolved.
Let's daze this guy, shall we? So can he roll me a will save, please?
Absolutely. It's going to be a 14.
A fail. So he takes another 4 points of mental damage.
Once more, you imprint upon him the excessive vastness of the cosmos. And again,
Cosmos.
The
cosmos. And his tiny little pea brain does
The
not
cosmos.
comprehend. That's 2 actions. What else would you like to do?
I stood up.
You
So that
stood
is my
up.
third.
So that is 3 actions. End of Penumbra's turn. Archer Boy. Archer Boy is going to turn around, fire off a quick shot at Shark. Okay, that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yup.
For a total of 3 points of piercing as he gets his like almost snapshot off as he's turning around that grazes past you. He's then going to free action drop his bow, interact to draw a sword. And then...
I thought he was just going to fisticuff.
What else? What do you
Shark starts laughing and pulls the arrow out of his chest and throws it inside.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, you're an insane person. Okay.
Shark a lunatic.
Oh no, you're crazy.
Every time he goes under, he gets a little crazier.
Oh, good.
So we're reaching peak crazy at this point.
He's gone unconscious, I think, 3 times more frequently
That
than
can't be
anyone
good
else
for your brain. I mean,
in the
Definitely
party.
not good for your brain. Definitely not good for your brain.
That combined with all of his mutagens can't be good.
It's just,
None of
It just
it.
helps
just
the
absolutely addled right now.
CTE.
Yeah, no kidding.
He would have. I'm silly, and I should have taken a second shot with the bow before he drew, but we're gonna leave it there.
Yeah. Now he has to step.
Yeah. He's actually just gonna stand there and cower a little bit as a dark stain appears in his tunic.
Always free action to do that.
Always a free action to just piss yourself in fear. Twinkle Toes, you're up.
All right, first action, I'm going to administer another one of these elixirs of life to Penumbra.
Use them while you got it.
Much appreciate.
It's just 1 point, I apologize.
Sick.
And then I'm gonna do the same for myself.
Isn't it
And I get-
1d6 plus 1?
Is it? For lesser elixir of life?
What do you think? we
Or
figured this out?
lesser? Wait, lesser or minor?
It's whatever the lowest one is.
The lowest one.
Minor. Or, yeah. So, yeah, I think it's 1d6 plus 1.
Okay. So then you have more healing than I said.
It's not. It's just 1d6. But anyway,
Am I an insane person? Sorry.
you are. You get a +1 bonus to other things, but you just get a 1d6 healing.
Thinking of?
First edition.
I'm sorry. Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Shoot, my bad. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'll take my
then,
1 and be thankful.
and then for my next action, I'm going to go. Actually, no, I'm just gonna fire at this dude with my last action because I have
At
a loaded
this
crossbow.
guy?
Yeah, lower.
South guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Natural 1.
I'm sure
you
you
have
understand.
another hero point.
You
I'm
do
gonna
have
use
another
my
hero
other.
point.
I'm gonna use my other hero point.
Wow, nice.
Actually, no, I'm not, because I don't have panache right now, so I'm just gonna take that natty 1.
It's a fair assessment. Yeah, the bolt just dips into the water about 10 feet in front. Having just saved your friend from unconsciousness, you're feeling a little shaky. Your aim is a bit off.
Fair.
Man, they're getting a bit desperate here. They're getting a bit desperado. This guy
Avocado.
right here is going to try to grab Dr. Forsyth, but not before rolling his flat check for being dazzled. Natural 3.
Oh my God.
Second action.
That's so funny.
A
Just
game
the,
changer.
the insane economy from those 2 spells.
Yeah,
Second
sure.
action, he's going to, or sorry, third action because he had to step up. Third action, he's going to make a melee strike with his club. 6 on the flat check, which means it goes through. I don't think that's gonna hit. That is a 14 against your AC. if that
Miss.
was right. Just a whole lot of nothing going on. He's still just, you see the streaming of tears pouring out of his eyes as he's blinking, trying to make some semblance of what's going on around him. Shark, it is now your turn.
Heck yeah, it is.
If you don't one-shot this guy, I'll be very upset with you.
Shark walks up, and I believe I'm still under the effects of my mutagen. I'm no longer enraged.
Yeah,
Because
Ray
you went-
ended when you
Because
went.
you went unconscious.
Yeah, I'm no
you're
longer
stoked
enraged,
as
but I
hell.
still have my mutagen. So
And you're
I'm
stoked.
stoked. So yeah, Shark will step up and then roll the bite. Miss on the first attack.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Natural 1 on the second attack. So that's
Aye.
that's all I do there.
Get used to this face. It's me upset with you.
Well,
Right.
you all are just throwing away your hero points when there's a boss battle after this.
Right
So
Is it right here? All of this is for you.
Uh,
I give it to you.
the rage is not enough, or the anger, at least, not the mechanical rage, is not enough to
Word choice.
get through the metal armor that this archer has. Your bites not landing in the most effective of places. Up next is
natural 1, natural 2 on those rolls, by the way.
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
And last
That's-
round I rolled natural 1, so I'm doing good.
Rough. Yeah.
We're having fun. We're having
It
fun.
just means you'll roll better in the boss battle. Yeah.
This guy, oh, he is standing on top of a chest. I forgot about that. This guy is going to evens for Forsyth, odds for Bastro, evens for Forsyth.
Why are these guys still up? Confused.
Because we
hasn't
have
been
our
touched.
two healers trying to fight.
He hasn't
them.
been touched. He got
Our
hit
two
once.
healers in melee combat.
He got hit once by Bastro punching him in the face, and it's just flat check, 19, strike, also 19.
And 19 hits.
Okay, so you're gonna take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he whips the club around and nails you in the forearm. Hurts a little bit, just a little bit. What else was he? Oh, that was his first action. Second action, he's gonna try to grab Dr. Forsyth. Flat check. Natural
No
4.
way.
I actually don't believe it. Third action, he's desperate at this point. He's just lashing out in any way he can. Strike coming in for an 11. End of his turn. Beginning of Dr. Forsyth's turn, your rebuttal.
All right, the doctor is going to try and devise a successful stratagem this turn. He's gonna use his vast intellect, and ooh, natty 17. That's a 25 total. So his second action,
Okay.
he's gonna see this guy like, tears in his eyes, not being able to really figure out what's going on. He's gonna be able to land that precise strike. Second action, he will do so.
Yep.
And he will get 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, this guy's looking now pretty messed up.
And his third action, with his strike going in, he's going to attempt to try to angle it in such a way to continue to throw this guy off balance. And I'd like to roll acrobatics for an aid check as well.
This is a stretch, but I'll allow it.
It's like the same thing last round.
Similar, yeah.
Like the same thing.
Go for it.
Eventually, I'm going to get one of these, but I didn't. I failed. So that's my
Fair
turn.
enough. So after a quick analyzation of the current battle around you, you're able to land a vicious strike, setting up Bastro for his turn. Bastro.
All right, so first action, I'll sustain Shark's Stoke the Heart. So he's continuing to be stoked. And then Bastards just gonna throw hands at this guy next to him.
Yeah.
Best
Throw
Bastro
hands.
is boxing Bastro.
He's flat-footed.
Is
Check it.
That's gonna be a 19.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
2 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
And then third action, he'll strike out again.
Still up. Give him a clean punch to the gut, but he's still going.
Natural 20. I'm not.
No way!
What's the total? Let's find what's the total.
With the attack penalty, it's gonna be a 23.
Okay. That is a critical hit.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yes!
Insane.
Freaking love it.
Bastro.
I'm not even joking. I rolled 2 4s in a row. That's fucking 8 points of damage.
Max
Bastro,
damage.
you get
Incredible.
one hit right in his gut. He doubles over, and then second hit is an uppercut straight to the jaw. Dr. Forsyth, you watch as he actually lifts an inch or two off the ground before falling backwards into the sand. He is
Bastro.
Let's go.
unconscious.
This whole story is
Those
just
were insane
origin
rolls right
story
there.
of boxing Bastro. This whole story is just the origin story of boxing Bastro.
The
Fallen
true hero
Angel.
of Absalom.
Fallen Angel.
Yeah.
Fallen Angel.
Penumbra, you watch the good old 1-2 combo, served up hot with a side of fries, as this guy goes down. What would you like to do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get a little closer, but still another daze coming out of this guy who's still standing.
Is it the third time you dazed this guy in a row?
It's the third
I
time he
assume he's
successfully
got poor
dazed.
will save.
It's,
So.
it's the third time he successfully dazes in a row, yes.
So, dazed.
So he fails. That's another 4 points of mental damage. What was his roll, by the way?
12.
Okay. Yeah, 4 points of mental.
Oof. He now just has, like, you can see just now blood running from his nose and his ears as, like, his mind
brain's
is
just a
being melted.
smoothie.
Just all of the wrinkles gone.
Completely smooth.
Just the smoothest brain you've ever seen. We got one more action. What are we doing?
I moved forward.
You
so
moved?
I strode
Ah,
and
yes,
then
yes,
I
yes.
dazed as I was running.
I keep just ignoring the fact that you do things before you daze, and I'm not sorry about it.
It'd be how it'd be.
Trying to get a good angle here for the viewing audience. There we go. That's probably a little better. That's much better. So, Penumbra, frying mines left and right. Bastro, knocking people out. Twinkletoes, what would you like to do?
Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry. I lost a earbud under my desk, so I'll have to go on a deep dive in a second. But in the meantime, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm
This
gonna
guy's
try to
the one
get
who's
this guy's
crazy.
attention with a quick little backflip.
All right.
Making sure to like make sure that my cape like catches the wind really nicely as I go, so it's like a spectacle.
All of the wind in
you
this underground cavern, yes.
Yeah.
know. from my flip.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
What I mean. Okay. I'm actually gonna use assurance.
Okay. What's your total with
So-
insurance?
18.
18. You managed to calculate your backflip perfectly, despite your sandy footing, and your cape billows ever so beautifully in your arc. He is successfully fascinated.
Fantastic, and I get my panache.
Panache.
There's the card.
Panache.
A slice of panache.
And I will reload my crossbow.
There you go.
It was you like a slice of panache.
I'm going to ignore the fact that just happened.
Yep, good idea.
Jeez. That guy, this guy is conscious. It is his turn. He's going to cry. He's going to try to grab Dr. Forsyth.
How many effects can we put on Will's creatures at once?
At least 2. And if you add unconscious, we'll go for the
Go
full
for the
house.
triple crown.
Yeah. Wow. He's gonna try to make this flat check to grab Dr. Forsyth. 15 on the flat check. Gonna make the
Okay.
melee attack for the snagging strike. Moving on.
Absorb the 15 from the attack roll.
He's gonna
Absorb
try
the
to-
bad roll from one.
To hit Forsyth with the club. 16 on the flat check. Okay, alright, okay. 16 to hit.
Miss.
Alright, he's worthless and feels just so. That guy's unconscious. Shark, what would you like to do?
What do you think Shark's gonna do?
Jump off the tower.
Shark will bite!
Chop chop.
Gonna go for the double brother combo where you both jump off of high towers?
Alright. I do a backflip to get panache off the top of the tower.
Nice, good. Yeah, nice.
Alright, first attack.
Roll for sticking the landing.
First attack is 23 to hit.
You definitely stick the landing.
Oh my lord. Kill him. Kill him right
Knock
now.
him out. Get him. Hit him.
Get him good. Get him good.
14 points of damage.
Oh, not enough to put him under, but definitely enough for him to not be happy.
Definitely go
Second
for a
attack.
banana crunch.
Second attack is going to be
Come on, give me a good one.
-5,
Give me a good
20, dirty
That-
20 to
That
hit.
hits. That hits.
Yo.
All right, come on, Shark. Come on, Shark.
11 points of damage.
Two swift and powerful chomps
Hold on.
as you
Chomp, chomp.
crunch the metal
chomp, chomp.
breastplate
Little chop chop.
around the shoulders and neck of this man. The first one elicits, you feel the clavicle snap. The second one just elicits a whimper as he collapses to his knees. Ooh. Boy.
Third action, Shark looks at the body hungrily.
Eats him whole.
No one is paying attention to Shark. But then he just kind of jumps off of this thing recklessly. and,
Nobody besides the
The audience.
100 people in the
Yeah,
audience.
the audience.
Watching audience and our sponsors.
And jumps off of this thing, taking whatever falling damage you give me because he is a lunatic.
15. Wait, 10.
Well, no, it's 10 feet, so you take 5 damage.
It's a
5
15,
damage.
15-foot
Yeah.
tower.
It's 15-foot tower, so you take 7 damage.
7 damage.
You
Is
take
it half
half
the
of the
distance?
distance. Yeah, rounded down, obviously.
Shark jumps off and then starts swimming back to the island. No, he'll do that's his turn. So he has one action. He jumps off.
Okay. Wow. That's the shark. That's the shark we know and love.
Absolute bonobo.
Just an absolute lunatic.
Yeah, got 25 points in one round. That's a ton.
20 points in one round, turns around and jumps, fracturing his
Takes-
ankles.
He actually dealt 32 points of damage if you think about it that way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
If we're just counting raw totals here,
Raw numbers.
Dr. Forsyth, you hear a loud crunch as the metal breastplate of the person on the tower is rended by sheer bite force. What would you like to do?
The doctor, seeing this crazy person who looks like his former friend Shark coming back to the island, he's gonna move as his first action.
We have to go back.
Make room, and gonna get out of the way to give Shark a landing spot, essentially. His second action, as he's moving around this guy, he's gonna look for that precise strike to take.
Found it.
Nice.
Nice.
I
North.
found it. Thank you.
And that's gonna be a 26 for my devise a stratagem. And with my final action, I will use that number to strike out at him.
The strategy has been successfully devised, and your hit
And
lands.
implemented.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You stab through,
Oh, wait, no way.
pulling it back. He looks down. His face goes white as the blood drains, and he goes unconscious.
Yes.
There's a brief pause as the entire crowd holds their breath, watching Forsyth strike out. And the second the knees of this man hit the ground, the entire crowd erupts in a massive cheer. And that is where we're going to
my
take a
gosh.
break. I'll see everyone back here at 8:40 for the continuation of this insane.
Don't go anywhere.
Events.
So much happening.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, as we jump back in with our heroes having just successfully won round 2 of the Royal Rumble. The last man falls unconscious. The crowd erupts. You look to the box to see none other than Princess Puddles once more jeering her opponent. The woman wearing the symbol of the copper hand on her jacket stands, not acknowledging Princess Puddles. She's at the far right. Now a few more empty seats, as various sponsors have decided that after their team has lost, they might as well move on. She does the same as she stands, again, not acknowledging Princess Puddles' remarks, whatever they may be.
Get out of here.
Abruptly turns and walks back away from the box and out the hall behind them. Puddles raises her mace, just cheering you on. You hear the hobgoblin screaming, "Secretist! Yeah!" Like, just going ecstatic, just so happy that her replacement squad is now just shooting up the ranks.
Yeah, that's got to be demoralizing for everyone else.
We are literally the B team.
The B team is just coming in and cleaning house, yeah. The crew, the goblin crews, come back on. They begin dragging away now all of the unconscious bodies this time. One may or may not still be living. That's, I mean, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can tell. You see some of the goblins like sighing as they begin swimming their way across the water to get to the bodies that they have to drag back across the water.
Yeah, that can't be fun.
And you all are led back down the hall, back to your entrance, back down the hall, and back to your green room, where Ears is there. Just
I act as a crutch for Penumbra as we walk back.
Yeah, I need some significant healing for sure.
You all are you good, right? You made it, right?
Yes, we
Oh, yeah, we
survived.
won.
Oh,
We won.
yes.
Thank the gods. I was worried there for a minute. You guys aren't looking too hot, huh?
We've
Where
seen
are
better
the
days.
complimentary healing potions?
Well, they would have been on the field in the chest. You've been opening the chests, right?
Of course, we open chests.
Then
Of
yeah,
course.
you might have gotten some. I don't know. I don't have them.
In any case,
I got some brie. You want some brie?
I would love some brie actually, but I really need some time alone to myself.
Well, you got 20 minutes, so you know. Do
Yeah,
what you
Penumbra
gotta
needs 10 of that to refocus.
So I got one
Drew
also
refocus.
needs-
He'll actually take all 20 to refocus, but Penumbra needs significant healing. 4 of 22.
I can heal 2 people in these 20 minutes.
I have a
Not
scroll
people that
can,
have already done it, right?
I can scroll. I have a
Correct.
scroll that can burst heal all of us if you guys want.
Oh,
Yeah,
Let's
scroll
do
healing
that.
reaction.
I
Yeah.
only
Maybe
rolled
not.
4
Maybe not Dr. Forsyth.
Yeah, the doctor will step away if you do a burst heal.
I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't change the
definitely
amount
do
of
that.
healing for everyone else.
Right,
oh, well,
definitely
yeah,
do
but
that.
Yeah.
So okay, so as Dr. Forsyth steps to the side, Bastra will take out a scroll and he'll 3-action heal all of us. So we
Okay.
all take 1d8 of healing.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
No shit, I actually rolled a 1.
Nice.
That's
Got him.
great.
All right.
So I have not done treat wounds on
Penumbra.
the
Twinkle
Fallen
Toes.
Angel, Penumbra, or Twinkle Toes.
The
Do
Fallen
any-
Shark's gonna chug 2 healing potions because I'm down a lot and I think I'm immune to all healing right now. So
Penumbra, you said you're down. Twinkle Toes,
yeah.
you said you're.
I'm down
Okay.
3 points now.
Fallen Angel, how are you doing?
I am down 9 points. So if you want to just like do a quick assurance heal on me, I think that'll be fine.
Okay.
Or
well,
anything, I don't care. Go for it.
Okay, so I'll heal. I'll spend the first 10 minutes with Penumbra doing treat wounds. The second 10 minutes with Bastro doing treat wounds.
I took an elixir of life that I made this morning and the 2 minor healing potions, and I'm still down 5. But
Okay.
it's a lot of resources. I guess I could just take my last elixir of life. Might as well.
During that
15.
first 10 minutes,
I pass Shark a minor healing potion.
So about halfway
Alright,
through,
Shark takes it.
about when Dr. Forsyth finishes up his first treat wounds action, there's a knock on
Which
the door.
is 29 points of healing to
Good.
I mean,
Goodness
I'm full.
gracious.
Yeah, okay. And I lose my wounded too.
You do lose, yeah. Treat
Good.
wounds does remove the wounded condition.
I'm still wounded though.
Did you get back to full health with?
Oh.
I got back to full health.
So with magical healing, if you get back to full health
Okay.
and then spend the 10-minute rest,
Yeah.
you remove the wounded condition.
So you would have done it in your first like 5 minutes, and then the 10 minutes. would go
After
by.
you get way more than 9 healing.
perfect.
So after your first treat wounds, you finish up with Penumbra. There's a knock on the door. Somebody asks, Mel's, 1 second. Mel's like, all right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. About 2 minutes passes and comes back. Looks like there's
I'm
a bit
gonna
of a...
take one more minor healing potion, by the way.
All right,
Cool.
yeah, you didn't need to announce it to the room, but I'm happy for you.
I didn't.
Looks like there's gonna be a slight change of plans for the third round. Okay.
That can't be good.
That can't be good at all.
It's more of a king of the hill situation, right? With the island in the middle, getting rid of the flags, and it's gonna be last one standing on the hill in the island. Is
God.
gonna be the winner.
Tense.
So yeah, I mean, you got like 10 minutes left if you want to, or 8 minutes left if you want to strategize, want to talk about it, whatever you want to do.
All right, I think the strat should be
Rush the hill.
me, Penumbra, Shark, rush the hill, and then we got Dr. Forsyth with his bow, and Twinkletoes with her crossbow, giving us support from the shore or something.
I can get to some of the chests before I get over there too, to maybe get us some extra.
Yeah,
resources.
bring some items over. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And I can supply a healthy amount of sustained healing to Shark or anybody who's on the hill with one of my spells. I have Spirit Link, so I just can cast that on whoever's going to be on the hill, and I can give 2 points of healing per round to the battery power somebody up there.
Yes,
I still have 3.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have 3 more scrolls of healing, so I can
Yeah,
buff
sick.
ourselves with more healing on the hill.
So we just put Shark up there and juice him up.
Yeah,
Let
I
him,
can
yeah,
provide,
let him bite away.
I can
Big
provide range with my bow, but
juice.
if anyone starts feeling like they're about to go out, I'm going to rush the hill as well.
Yeah, that might be good. Just put one up. Maybe can we put Twinkle up there too, or no? Yeah, so maybe put Shark and Twinkle.
I
Shark
don't
and
think
Twinkle
we're gonna go
Toes.
to the tower. I'll just be on the
The only
shoreline.
thing.
5 minutes.
Yeah. So Shark and
The
Twinkle
only
Toes, I
thing
think,
for
go
me
up there.
personally, I can't really swim. So
Hmm.
I could try to jump really far, and then do my best, but we'll see. I'm not particularly strong.
Can we get by with just Shark on the hill and then the 4 of us back, and then Forsyth goes on the hill if we need to? Penumbra, if Penumbra's going to use the Spirit Link thing, I really need to stay away from danger because it's my hit points that are being reduced by the spell. So I need those to be stay out.
That's cool.
I'll tell you what,
I
if
think-
Shark's taking hits from 5 people, he's gonna go down quick. But
That's what I'm
he doesn't-
thinking. Is we can't spend. Yeah.
Shark doesn't care.
Well, I
But
think we should have at least
I can
one
be
healer.
I can be on the hill with him, but I have a similar problem to Twinkletoes. I got rather lucky with my ability to swim last time. There's no guarantee I'll be as lucky this time.
I mean, Shark and Twinkletoes are our main melee combatants. They're the best at it for sure. So
Yeah,
that's the
I
problem
mean-
that I run into.
I can absolutely try my best to get to the
Yeah.
hill if that's what you guys
3
want me
minutes.
to
It could be even like Shark ties a rope to himself and then pulls you on a goddamn island. Like that's what I'm fine
It's
with.
not impossible. I say have a. If you had to put my strength rating, I would say I have an 8, and I was able to swim
Yeah.
across.
So let's get Shark and Twinkletoes onto the island. Let's have range support from Forsyth, Bastro, and Penumbra, and then if things get hairy, we'll get Forsyth on the island, and then we'll game plan from there.
8 out of 10 sounds like a pretty good score. I mean, that's
8 out of like 20.
that's
8
a-
out of infinite.
that's-
8 out of infinite.
It's a worse, significantly worse.
do.
And if 0 were to be not moving at all, 8 is not very high away from infinity.
1 minute.
All right,
We're finishing the refocusing, and I think we're good.
Okay.
all right.
After the allotted time, you hear a knock again on the door, this time saying, "You're up!" Some ear says, "All right, Secreteers, this one's for all the marbles. You done good so far, but it looks like you're up against the Abendego Avengers, and they're pretty scary from what I heard. You got this,
Scary
though."
as us.
Yeah.
I wink.
We're the Secreteers. No one can see us cry.
You'll know better than me in about 2 minutes here.
We're the Secreteers. No one can see us cry.
Yeah, we cry in our secret place where no one knows
Wait a
what it
minute, I
is.
love
No one can see us.
We're the Secreteers. Nobody can see us cry.
Secret tears.
That's on our jerseys. That's on our jerseys.
Freaking Daniel.
Once again, a hobgoblin is standing outside of your door, now open, waiting for you all to follow. You all are led back out to the arena. However, instead of stopping at the doorway, the hobgoblin leads you, sees you pausing where you would normally start, but leads you further in. Says, "Come on, back to the middle," and guides you towards the center of the arena. You see now, as you approach, that there has been a line of what looks to be red sand that has been poured in a circle around. Well, instead of just explaining it, why don't I just, for no particular reason, take you here to the map.
Map.
To the map.
Take it to the chorus.
Dirty man.
You see what appears to be a line of red sand
Oh yeah, cool.
that has been
Okay.
dropped around in a circle surrounding the central island. I'm gonna get it here for the viewing audience as well. And across from you, I'd like 2 people to go ahead and roll me perception checks.
I will be one of those 2 people.
Okay, I'll be
Not
one or
me.
the other.
21 perception.
21. So,
19 for me.
19. 21. So both of you see this. Everyone, you all are fully aware that this is a essentially crew of pirates. This is relatively well known. They work for Layla Scandrabar. Again, stuff that you've already found out, who is a prominent Absalomian smuggler. Gets goods in and out. Doesn't matter really how she acquires them. But she gets things in and out of the city that are less than legal. And this is one of the crews that work for her. That being said, Dr. Forsyth and Twinkletoes, you see something that you have never seen before. There's a big man in the center of their formation who's carrying what appears to be like a metal pipe with wooden wrapping on it. Looks to be about 4 feet long, and you see what appears to be almost like the wick of an alchemical bomb placed at the back end close to the...
Oh my god, is that a
He's
mortar?
a gunslinger.
Close to the
Oh god.
base of
Yeah, I think you're right.
this
It's-
item that he's carrying.
This class is only
Oh,
tested. It's
God.
not balanced yet.
What the heck?
It's got a gun.
I'll let, if you describe it to the group, I'll let you roll a society to recall knowledge.
Yeah, yeah. Share all that information.
Anyone who's
Society as
interested.
well.
Will, do
will
I
be-
recognize any of them?
You would not, no.
I rolled an 18 society.
18 society.
I don't know if anyone else is rolling also.
I'll do a society. Oh, I rolled a natural 18. So that's
Yo,
gonna be
nice.
that's gonna be a 23.
I rolled a 26 society.
26
Yes.
society?
These are
Okay. So, Shark is actually the only one who's familiar, and it makes sense with his alchemical experience, that this is a weapon known as an arquebus, which is an arquebus, which is a relatively new form of what are being colloquially called guns or firearms that use some alchemical substance that ignites to propel projectiles out of the barrel of this weapon with excessively deadly results. It's entirely unheard of to be seen in Absalom. There are like rumblings of weapons of this level of destruction coming from far to the north, but somehow they have managed to get a hold of one of these items, and presumably they have somebody who's preparing the requisite alchemical components to make the substance known as black powder, to essentially fuel the weapon. Shark, you're not familiar with exactly what it's done, but you've heard of people talking about, like, it's essentially a legend in the alchemical community that you work in and around, of this stuff that's like 3 times as explosive as alchemist's fire, and it's been like harnessed to be handheld.
I recognize this. We call those who wield this weapon bus drivers, and they are quite deadly.
All right.
Be careful not to stand on the other end of his boom boom rod, or as we call it, the back of the bus.
Or else your wheels might go round and round.
That's exactly right. Oh, so you've heard the saying, Dr. Forsyth. Yes.
I've never understood what it was, too, but now I guess I see.
Good Lord. As you all are having this conversation, you hear the crowd once again begin to roar as the two sides meet in the middle. The announcer: "Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the final match of the night. We have the Secretiers versus the Abendego Avengers." And there's a myriad of cheers and boos from both sides as the crowd has now picked their favorites to win and are cheering for their picks. As you all are standing in the center.
It doesn't sound like they're cheering for more.
It's really hard to tell because it's just kind of a wave of noise in an underground cave.
Okay.
It's difficult. It's just loud. And it's just loud. You see Princess Puddles back to her games and her jeering up in the stand, verbally berating the halfling woman that's sitting next to her, just like pointing in her face, like slamming her mace on the ground, having a grand old time with a mug of ale in one hand and this massive large mace in the other. You all make your mark. You get inside of the circles. The hobgoblins rescind on either side, and you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a slight change of the rules for this match. In the interest of sheer excitement, we have decided that the final battle will be a King of the Hill. The last team standing on the island in the center will be the victors. Victors. Red team, are you ready?" And the crew of the Abendego Avengers, they all give these like fist pumps, and you see the man with the arquebus hold it up high in one hand, kind of like the Tusken Raiders, just like, pumping his weapon. Exactly. The announcer looks to you all. Blue team, are you ready?
Yes. I would like to flourish my cape.
Shark gets in a sprinter's stance again.
Mastro shadow boxing as usual.
Penumbra's going to lean down to you with Shark and say, wait for my spell before you get up there. It's much harder if you're farther away.
And you hear...
Shark does not acknowledge.
3, 2, 1.
Praying for a higher initiative here.
And the bell that signals the start of the match you'd come to expect seems like it won't sound. You hear the cheers of the crowd gradually die down and murmurs of confusion and shouts of surprise begin. You look up to the sponsor's box and see Princess Puddles standing, turning to look for the bell. And as she does, green flames engulf the box as the figures once seated there are thrown from the ledge. Princess Puddles, Layla Scandrabar, Amaset Nez, and the remaining sponsors plummet to the gravel floor 30 feet below. Green flames spouting acrid purple smoke trailing off of them as they descend. The crowd erupts in screams as onlookers flee for the exits. The team across from you, they all dash towards the sponsors, beelining for Layla, and you see Puddles making her way to the feet, still burning, leaning on her mace for support. Goblins and hobgoblins begin to flood into the arena, rallying around their boss. You watch as Princess Puddles slams her mace into the ground and a wave of red light emanates off of her, channeling some divine energy that extinguishes the flames on herself and the other sponsors. As you look back to the VIP box, thick plumes of dark purple continue to rise from the lounge area, swirling and cascading out as a figure emerges. The figure, dressed in a long blue overcoat with an emerald green tunic, dark hair pulled into a tight bun behind her head, drags behind her a heavy chest that spills coins from where it was tied, just short of latching closed by a thick rope. You see the emblem of the copper hand displayed proudly on her lapel as she steps to the ledge and addresses Princess Puddles. It's a shame we had to do this the hard way. I hadn't counted on your last-minute ringers here being so talented in beating my crew. She gestures broadly with her free hand at your group. Alamur, you realize this is an act of war. Puddles spits. You will not enjoy the consequences of your actions. The hobgoblin war leader drips with hatred and anger as she visibly shakes while glaring at the human woman above her. Surely you can't think I just decided to rob you blind on a whim? A chuckle escaping as she drops the chest to the floor and rests a leg on her spoils. No, I was prepared for this from the start, though I had every intention of trying to win your coin fairly. But I had to make contingency plans just in case. I can't imagine what you expected inviting so many scoundrels and thieves and ne'er-do-wells. Seems like I ended up with more than the promised winnings anyway, so no skin off of my back. And as much as I enjoy seeing you like this, I do believe my ride is here. Good luck finding me. She turns back into the smoke, grabbing the chest, pulling it behind her. You hear Layla scream, Jones, fire! You see the man with the arquebus pull up quickly, releasing a shot with a loud bang. And you watch as a projectile screams into the cloud just to the side of the figure, swirling in the mist as it misses its target. She gives a bow and proceeds into the smoke, Puddles cursing her loudly with every step. You all watch as a duo of large men push through the goblins surrounding Puddles towards the blonde tattooed man who had been seated next to her for the tournament. And you hear one of them shout, Jeremy, we've got to get you out of here, back to our turf.
Oh my god.
And they grab him
here
and direct him out to one of the workers' exits to the north. what would you all like to do?
Follow him.
Follow him.
Follow him or follow the woman with
Shark
the
was
gold?
already in a sprinter stance, so he's gonna run.
Follow Jeremy.
And I
we're
will
running.
be rolling athletics for initiative here.
Okay.
Absolutely follow Jeremy. Absolutely.
Following
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. The lady who robbed the thing that she's already done that. That's gone. That's done. That's happened. But like the Jeremy's our lead. That's our
That's
guy.
our gold, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna go into initiative. But this is somewhat of a holdover from a couple of systems. We're gonna go into a chase.
Nice.
Okay.
What I'd like you all to do is on each round, we are going to roll initiative, but it's not for combat.
Sure.
Each round, you guys will get to do one action, whether it's a skill check or movement or whatever, what have you, in an attempt to catch up to Jeremy. And depending on what you do and the result of any rolls that you roll, we'll see what happens. You guys need to roll X number of successes before you roll X number of failures.
Okay.
So everyone go ahead and roll me initiative. Because you can obviously see that these people are booking it the hell out of here.
And for clarification, I do get to roll athletics, right?
We're literally chasing the guy down, so yeah, I think.
Yeah, you get to roll athletics if you'd like. Yeah.
26.
Okay.
22 for me.
Let's see. Shark is a 26. Twinkle is a
This is
22.
exciting. I usually only have +1 to my initiative.
Bastro, what you got?
Bastard.
Bastro Baltorin.
I got 5.
Fallen angel.
Fallen Angel.
5.
He
Penumbra.
only replies to the fallen angel, y'all.
Penumbra.
25.
25. Wow. Wow. Dr. Forsyth.
20.
I mean, at least it's not for a combat for me, right? That means
You
Penumbra,
almost
you are the first
survived.
one to act. So what you see in front of you is, if you take a look at the map, to the north, there's that whole structure, right? On either side, and let me ping it for you guys. On either side, both here and here, is a basically service entrance where the goblin crews have been coming in and out. Currently, right now, there are a number of people streaming, a number of goblins and hobgoblins and various humanoid creatures coming out of these entrances, while Jeremy is going in to this one. Currently, Princess Puddles and the rest of the sponsors, along with their various crews, are currently here after they fell out of the VIP box. What would you like to do?
Will, who was the one that said, Jeremy, we have to get you out of here? Who said that?
You saw two human men come out from here. Two big, buff, burly dudes. They looked like bodyguards. Come out from here, yelled to Jeremy. Jeremy met him here. They grabbed him like Mr. President, get down.
Yeah.
Grabbed him and took him back through here.
Okay.
Who's first? I think it's Shark, right?
Penumbra is first.
I think Shark got 26, right?
Oh, you got.
Shark is-
I got 26.
Oh, you got 26. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, Shark is first.
Shark takes off.
Okay. So
And
you're.
if I can only do one thing, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Because
So,
Shark also wants to take a cheetah's elixir. That if I can only do one thing, he's gonna run.
yeah. So you're doing one thing on each of these rounds. It's
I'm
not
just
quite
gonna-
like combat time. It's like what you're doing. Go ahead and roll me in athletics.
I'm running. I'll hero point that. Good hero point economy. 17. 18, sorry. 18.
18 is a pass. So you're able to just fly. You were already ready to go. All you had to do was turn on a dime, and you did it properly to just bolt straight at the exit that you watched Jeremy leave through. You feel like you're making pretty good time. You get up to the point where you're about here, and I really need to jump to the map for the audience. Sorry about that, everybody. So we're
For the
talking.
record, Shark doesn't really remember what the lead is, but when Penumbra says get him, Shark just turns and starts running.
So there's a service entrance here that they watched Jeremy go out through.
You like start running one way and then just grab your belt and just turn you
Shark,
around.
you get
Shark is really kind of losing his mind a little bit.
Shark, you get to right about here when you start running into the crowd of like whatever kind of organization or gang that's trying to figure out what's going on with Princess Puddles, and they're trying to like organize in this general area, figure out what's going on. You get to about here when you reach the crowd. Next up is going to be Penumbra. Penumbra, what are you doing?
I can't chase him down without rolling in athletics, right? So I will.
Well, there are other things you can do.
Right. I will call out to Jeremy and his posse, shooting for an intimidation check here. I'm hoping to distract them or threaten them as such that they stop in their tracks and take a halt so we can catch up to them a little better. So slow them down rather than catch up to them.
Go ahead and roll an intimidate.
Yeah. Natural 20 for a 28.
That
28.
is a critical success,
Wow.
so that does count as 2 successes for the for the purposes of the chase rule set. Okay, so you can't see them, but you feel like the force of your words and the volume at which you spoke it. You watch people who are milling about in this area like stop what they're doing, stop their conversations, and like look at you. You have a pretty good feeling that you're not sure exactly how it affected them, but you know that they heard you.
Jeremy, I demand to speak with you.
Okay. That was Penumbra. Next up is going to be Twinkletoes.
All right, I am going to dash after Shark.
Okay, go ahead and roll me in athletics.
Also, wait, why does it say that? Why
Because
is...
Will is a goblin racist and can't tell the difference between us.
Penumbra apparently ran 30,000 feet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Back here and
All of
I
you
have
also
them,
have
like-
green borders, and Dr. Forsyth's skin tone is very similar, so it's very difficult sometimes.
Or actually, rather than running after, can I find a way to get like some panache so I get some extra speed on my next turn?
What are the things that give you panache?
Performance or acrobatics.
Okay. You could perform for the crowd of people that are milling about currently.
I am going to flourish my cape and do a bunch of twirls really quick.
Go ahead and roll a performance.
All right. That's gonna be a... Sorry, I gotta double check. A 21.
Okay, that is a success for panache.
Lit.
However, I don't think it'll count as a success or a failure for the chase rules, because it's
That's
kind
fair.
of independent of you trying to get in contact with Jeremy. Okay, after Twinkletoes is going to be Dr. Forsyth.
The doctor knows he cannot sprint after Jeremy. He will fail, as it were, and he won't be able to catch Shark. So the doctor, he's in his chosen luchador costume of the last Aslanti with his black cloak and his golden mask. So he's gonna try to stealth through the crowd to try and get closer to Jeremy without him realizing that someone is like, specifically aiming for him.
Sure. Go ahead and roll stealth.
I already used my hero point too, so that's a natural 4 for a 10.
That is unfortunately going to be a fail. As you begin to try to make your way closer, you get up to the point where Shark is at, but you're unable, like you keep just bumping into people as you're trying to break through the crowd. It's like walking through a crowded bar on a Saturday night pre-COVID, where you're trying to get to the bar, but there is a wall of people in front of you. And you just
remember those?
You're far too like awkward and
No.
Don't remember those days.
no.
you're far too like awkward just to like insert yourself in. You keep trying to, hey, can I? Oh, sorry. Can I? Oh, no. And just are not able to get through. Whew. Okay.
But you said he got up to where Shark was?
Oh yeah.
This
Can I
is
move?
much more of a theater
Yeah,
of the mind than a specific
Okay,
spot
then I'll
on the
just-
map.
Yeah, sure.
That was for
Okay.
a general idea of what's going on.
Sure.
After Dr. Forsyth is going to be Bastro.
So Bastro, instead of running after them, he's gonna try to see if there's like a certain path within the crowd that will make it easier for his teammates to run through. Could you roll like a survival or society? I guess. That's
Go ahead,
society.
survival.
Survival. Okay. One sec. That's gonna be a 19.
Hey,
A 19
bingo.
is a success. So you're able to like pick out a path through the crowd. You begin trying to like guide your friends through, and you're able to pinpoint like this exact path that you would need to take through the crowd ahead of you to get there. That's gonna be the end of the
Shark, there's
first round of the
nobody there.
chase. Some stuff happens that you can't
Some
see.
stuff happens.
Some stuff.
And the crowd now in front of you begins to coalesce in this area as they are all moving in and trying. You see also that Princess Puddles has been now beginning to like give orders. You're not particularly paying attention, but you can hear her shouting over the din of the crowd. And you see that she's like pointing, and some people are starting to run. Specific people are starting to run out of the crowd, but there are now no longer people pouring out of the door here in the north. Whew! Shark, what would you like to do?
Shark is going to continue to just full-blown sprint.
Okay.
Cracked eye. I have a cat on my lap now.
It's a +1 bonus for a
15.
cat.
15, unfortunately, is not going to succeed. You are sufficiently hampered by the still remaining crowd in front of you
Cat in your
that
hat.
you're not quite able to get around. You're watching where Bastro is going, but you keep like running full tilt, and then somebody steps in front of you, or somebody drops something and gets in your way. Just all of these happenstances slow you down enough that you don't feel like you're making sufficient progress. And I'm gonna bump us off the map here because we're essentially entering Theater of the Mind as you all are like getting into the doorway into the tunnel. You're all still moving despite what actions you're taking, as you are all actively participating in the chase. It's just if you're running like Shark is, you're like out front. So we're now like at the entrance to the tunnels, and you're getting into the service area behind. That was Shark. Penumbra, what would you like to do?
So I'm gonna make it. This is a little weird. Can I give a diplomacy check to Shark to hopefully either boost his last athletics check higher or his next one to make it easier to pass?
I'll let you take an aid with diplomacy by yelling for
Okay.
people to get out of the way.
Right.
DC 20.
Aid is DC 20?
For his next action.
For his next one, yeah, that's fine. I don't know what the DC is for my intimidate check, anyways. That's fine. I will shout to the crowd to move out of Shark's way. I'm gonna hero point that. Natural 1 on the second roll.
Ooh,
that one is-
Go to Hero Point Economy.
Yeah, that one
Nobody
is.
listens to a creepy goblin.
Hey,
that,
get used to this face, idiot.
that one is
There
not
it
going to
is, my
count
face
for
earlier.
or against you since it was attempting to modify
Influence
one
Shark.
of your party members. So at least you got that going for you.
No problem there.
After Penumbra shouts unsuccessfully at the crowd, it's going to be Twinkletoes.
All right, so now I have Panache, which gives me an extra 5 feet of movement, and also a +1 circumstance bonus to all my checks. So I'm gonna run after, but I'm gonna specifically be running in a way that's like dodging in between crowds, and hopefully you'll give me an athletics check.
You want an athletics or do you want acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
It sounded like you were fishing for acrobatics, but then you said
I was
athletics.
fishing for acrobatics.
Yeah, go ahead and
but
roll an
then I said that one.
acrobatics.
Can I use assurance?
Yeah, it's a skill check, yeah.
That would be a 19.
A 19 is a success.
Nice.
Hey, nice.
Well
Yeah.
played.
So you are
Thank you.
very used to running full tilt through the crowded streets of Absalom. And this is essentially no different as you dive and tumble and twirl around, under, and in between people, making significant ground. Okay, Dr. Forsyth.
So as we're, tell me if I'm picturing this correctly. As we're getting into this this hallway, there's like a funnel effect happening.
Essentially,
right?
yeah.
So there are still people who are injured from this explosion.
Yes.
Presumably.
Yes.
So could I use medicine to try to quickly say like, oh, you're fine, like get out of the way, or you need help, go this way, and like use
triage.
Triage to try and clear the crowd to make it easier for us to chase.
Who else but a literal doctor would triage a crowd after a disaster?
So, yes, however, the DC is going to be higher because it's it's a little out there.
Okay.
You'd have to you'd have to be very quick and very decisive to get people out of the way quick enough to make a difference.
I'm
I
fine
feel
with
that.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
So go ahead and roll it.
My physical stats are horrible. So
I can't imagine why.
Are fine.
Go ahead and roll it.
That's a natural 9. It's an 18.
An 18, unfortunately, is going to fail in this instance. You are successfully triaging people, but you're not doing it with enough authority and with enough swiftness to make a significant difference in clearing the way for the rest of your group.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, having bad physical stats and charisma stats really not helping me here.
Fortunately, you've got some peak physical specimens in the form of Shark. Bastro, what would you like to do?
So Bastro is going to cast a spell on Shark. He's going to cast Guidance as a single action. I don't know if that's allowed or not.
Sure, go for it. It's not gonna help or hinder. It'll just affect his next roll.
Okay, so should I still roll for that, or?
No, it's just a spell. You just
Okay,
cast it.
sounds
That's
good.
your action.
Roll a hit.
Beginning of this third round of this chase, let's see. That's gonna be Shark. Shark, you have a +1 from guidance.
Full tilt.
Get in there.
That's probably gonna do it. 24.
24 is a success.
Nice.
You were like powering down this hallway. You actually get from the hallway into what looks to be a kind of like a loading dock kind of area. You see at the end are a number of like ladders and pulleys that go up at the back of this large open room. You see a number of like supplies and various things, chairs, benches, what looks to be crates, all scattered throughout this area. It looks like this is a loading dock for this underground area. But you successfully make it into the room.
Do I see the dude?
You do not.
Damn it!
You can certainly look for him on your next turn, but
Nah, no time.
Keep running. Yeah, he's probably gone.
after Shark is Penumbra.
Do I feel as though another intimidation check would affect Javrin?
You're not sure one way or the other. Jeremy.
Jeremy, sorry.
Wrong campaign.
Wrong campaign indeed. I don't have a whole lot of other skills that are useful because I am a low skill point character. I'm also far away from sharks. Like now Shark and Jeremy are both super far away. Screw it. I'll roll athletics to go after him with them. I'll follow behind.
Why don't you climb something?
It's funny you say that. There are ladders at the end of this room.
I can just climb into a pocket dimension to be right where Jeremy is. That's a 10 on my athletics to run after him, so I don't go very far.
Okay. After Penumbra is Twinkletoes. Twinkletoes,
All
what
right.
have you got for me?
I would like to continue doing the same thing to try to catch up to where Shark is.
Dipping and dodging around people, tumbling, twirling.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Literally the exact same thing.
Acrobatics.
So. Assurance. With panache, 19.
I've got to reconsider this whole assurance thing.
Yeah, you'd like to, wouldn't you?
I would. I would like to. But that is a conversation to have with myself at a later date. Okay. Twinkle Toes, as spry as ever, quickly making your way through the crowd.
Am I caught up with Shark now?
Yes, you're now in the
I think
room.
we both have 2 successes, so I think we're like freaking in hot pursuit next to each other. Shark is just like barreling through crates, and Twinkle Toes is like jumping and dodging around them.
Around the wreckage that you're leaving behind you.
Dr. Forsyth, you're up.
Meanwhile, while Shark and Twinkle Toes have had 2 successes, the doctors had 2 fails. So I'm gonna try to do something helpful this chase. Can I roll perception?
Sure.
Is that allowed?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure we're on the right track, that this hot pursuit is actually going where it should be. So I'm just gonna, with my very human-like dark vision, looking through this tunnel, using perception.
You know how humans
Isn't that
see in
a
the
trait?
dark super well.
That's 3 rolls below a 10 for this thing. It's a, what's that? It's
Just
a
gonna mark
16.
that as a failure. It's a 16?
16?
Oh, that's actually a success.
Nice.
Hey yo!
Benefits of a high perception.
DC 16 on the nose.
Like, wow.
You see the tail end of what looks to be the legs of a man currently exiting out of the room. What looks to be the back of Jeremy Hoff behind him, and then the secondary guard below Jeremy. They're at the top of the ladder going out of the room.
So yeah, he'll just shout to Twinkle Toes and Shark like, there they are! They went that way!
Very good. Okay. And bringing up the rear, Bastro.
Bastro will also roll acrobatics to try to weave his way through this crowd and catch up with Twinkle Toes and Shark.
Okay.
Use the crowbar.
Crowbar that ass.
Hero point, because I rolled a natural 6.
Take it.
Nice.
I think that's everyone's hero point.
Natural 20.
There it is. A hero point economy.
Double
Get it,
success.
get it.
Even better than GameStop stock.
Okay. Yeah, you're not quite able to get up to where Twinkle Toes is because she's been hauling. Same with Shark. They've both been hauling. But you are now essentially in third place, making really good time behind them. Last round. Shark.
I'm gonna try something a little different here and roll
Oh.
athletics.
Nice.
It is different because you're rolling
Good
athletics
change.
to get
Good
up
change.
the ladder instead of across the ground.
18.
18 is a success.
Nice.
Pulling the rungs off the ladder. I'm pulling so hard.
You're like skipping rungs as you're just throwing yourself up, doing like muscle ups to just launch upwards.
Sounds about right.
Next up is Penumbra.
I'd like to roll a religion check to commune with the Star Bear to see what
You're
our
the
next
worst.
move should
You're
be.
the worst. I hate you.
I don't have any other reasonable skills to use.
Just the worst.
I have nothing.
I'm going to curse myself to get faster. I give myself another tattoo.
Is that your final answer?
Perception's the same bonus. Can I see if anybody's trying to stop our friends or if anything is hindering their move up the ladder, if anybody's defending Jeremy in a certain way?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception. 17.
17. So that is a success. While you no longer see Jeremy or his guards, as they've made it now out of the room, you are able to pick out, you notice that Bastro and Twinkle Toes seem to be very quickly careening towards an unstable pile of crates. So you're able to direct them around it to
Watch out for that pile.
make sure that they're not slowing down. Okay.
For posterity, I rolled a religion. I got a 10. So thanks for talking me out of that one, guys.
Twinkle Toes.
All right. I would like to
At this
dash
point,
up the ladder.
yeah, at this point you're at the ladders. You are gonna have to roll me in athletics.
All right. Well, I still have panache, so I still get a +1 circumstance bonus.
We take those.
What?
I said we take those.
Yep. Oh gosh, that did not go this far. That's gonna be a 12.
A 12, you say? Unfortunately, a 12 is not a success.
Yeah, I have a +0.
Fortunately,
for my
yeah.
athletics,
While
so-
Shark is eating the ladder as he goes, you're struggling a little more. This ladder was obviously not intended to be
eaten,
halfling size.
to be consumed as
to
it was.
The rungs
No, it
are
was obviously designed to be consumed.
the rungs are just a little bit too far apart for your average halfling. It's unfortunate. Somebody should do something about this, but not today. That will bring around Dr. Forsyth. Last action, what would you like to do?
Forsyth would like to try to roll survival to see if there are alternate ways up besides using the ladder that he could both use himself and maybe point out to Twinkle Toes and Bastro and Penumbra, Penumbra, are you up there? I don't remember. I think it's just Shark who's already up. But can I use survival to like track another way up the ledge here,
you could
avoiding
use
the ladder?
Perception.
Okay, I'll use perception again. Sure. 24.
That is a success. So you do see that there are two pulleys, two lifts, basically. One of which is currently halfway suspended, but the other one which is on the ground level. Theoretically, you could put somebody on it and then pull the rope to put them up to the surface. Theoretically.
Yeah, so he'll point that out to the party and say, "There's a pulley system if we don't want to use the ladder."
And Bastro, final action.
So I'm ready to climb, right? Could I use, for the pulley system, could I use acrobatics to get up there with the pulley system instead of climbing the ladder?
With the pulley system, you could use athletics.
Okay. Well, it'll be the same either way. So I'll use the pulley system. I heard Dr. Forsyth point it out. And let's hope I roll well. $16?
16 is a success.
Hey, Bastro coming in clutch.
So, at the end of this, you all did have enough successes to get a victory in this chase.
Yes.
All right, cool.
However, you also had enough failures to reduce the level of your success. So,
Okay.
Twinkle Toes, Shark, and Bastro. You all make it to the top, to the surface level, out behind along a canal. Behind the brewery that you all originally entered in. You come out at this basically like faux sewer grate that feeds into the canal. And you come up to see the form of Jeremy closing the door on a wagon and then pulling out. But one of the guards is still there. So, one of the bodyguards. What would you all like to do?
Are we in initiative? Is
No,
it my
we're
turn?
out of initiative. The chase is over. You were able to catch somebody. It just wasn't your initially intended target.
Shark jumps on him and starts biting him, like
Are you kidding me?
an animal. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Bastro immediately goes
munching.
to Shark to try to pull him off.
So first of all, go ahead and roll an attack, and then roll initiative.
It's like a surprise round, kind of.
Sure.
I roll a 23 attack.
23 to hit. You do hit him. Go ahead and roll damage.
8 points of damage.
So he's like standing there watching the wagon turn a corner down this alleyway along the side of the canal, and he like turns around to walk the other direction. As he's turning, this goblin just jumps on top of him, bites straight into the meat of his neck, like vampire style. And that's where we're gonna end it for this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Shark's not letting him get away. I'm not doing another chase.
I don't think he was running away anymore.
Gotta show him what's what.
Just a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen.
Standing there, we're just gonna talk to him.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, unacceptable.
Just a quick reminder, everybody, that we will not be streaming next week. We will be back on February 14th, Valentine's Day. We might want to talk about that one too, actually. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. We'll put out social media. Check our social media: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We'll have an update about our next stream for you as we figure out what's going on, and we'll let you know. Thank you so much for watching episode 15 of Heroes of Absalom, and we'll see you next time. Go ahead and follow us here and on all of our social media for updates and news and announcements. We love you all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
See you next time.